Hi, man. Hope you guys are doing fine wherever you are, and hope that things are working out for you. And even if things are not working out for you, they will. It's just a matter of time, and just a matter of doing what you're supposed to do and doing your level best. And with patience, with time, things will work out. Today, I want us to talk about where our joy comes from as men, our happiness, what makes us feel good. Is that which makes us feel good outside of ourselves, or is it on the inside of ourselves? Because we as men many a times don't take care of ourselves as we should. And as I've said, I've spoken about this earlier on, and previously, there are many factors as to why this is the case. But it's very important for us to understand that as men, that we need to take care of ourselves, that we need to ensure that the source of what makes us feel good is literally coming from the inside of ourselves. It's that self-fulfillment, that force, that energy should not be outside. And more so, the joy of a man, the peace of a man, the whole well-being of a man should not be brought about by a woman, should not be brought about by a female. But how many of us have gotten there yet? How many of us have achieved that kind of mindset? And that's why we have Man Pedestal, to encourage, to remind our fellow men that that's the ultimate goal. That as a man, you should develop yourself to the point that your joy, your happiness, your peace, your everything is coming from you, is like a fountain flowing, not from the outside of yourself, but from you. And so that means you should be working towards that, as opposed to leaving that for someone else and thinking that it's someone else's responsibility. It's a responsibility. Do you know how many men think it's a responsibility of their wives to make them happy? It's ridiculous. There are lots and lots of men out there, young, old, middle-aged, young guys who think, yeah, that's her responsibility. She should make me feel happy. So what happens if she goes? Then it means you'll not be happy. What happens if the relationships... This is the thing. This is the reality. Not all people, even right now, listening to me and who are going to listen to me, who are in relationships, are going to stay in those relationships forever. You need to look at the numbers. You need to look at the statistics. They will end. Quite a number of relationships will come to an end. And men are the ones, according to my own understanding, they are the most affected because we do not take care of ourselves, and we are out there thinking and believing that it's a responsibility of the woman to ensure that we are happy. But that's your responsibility. I asked some guys the other day. I was chatting, and I was like, some guys. I was like, I did ask this question: when is the last time, as a man, can you remember the last time that you took yourself out to have a good meal all by yourself? Can you remember when? Can you remember when you just put on some nice clothes, put on some nice fragrance, you drove a nice car, and you're doing all that for you? When is the last time? Do we do that? When is the last time you went to an art gallery just for you, just to have a good time, just to enjoy yourself? When is the last time that you went for a walk? You decided, okay, I'm gonna go to this park, or I'm gonna go to this place just to relax. I want to go to the riverside. I want to go to some place just to where there's a fountain, just to chill out on your own. We don't do that. We hardly ever do that. When is the last time you walked? You went to a card shop and you looked at the card and you bought yourself a most beautiful card with a nice message just for you, addressed from you to you. We don't do that. It sounds crazy if you tell someone that. Have you ever walked into a shop and you bought yourself a card? Oh no, why we don't want to do that? What about taking yourself out for a nice meal, a nice breakfast, all by yourself, for you? We don't do that. We don't do that. We don't take care of ourselves. So then that question is answered is when we ask, where does your joy comes from as a man? Where does your peace of mind? Do you know how many guys, right? I was on a train one time, right? And I was seated across opposite a guy who was on the phone, a young man. I should have maybe in his early 20s, and I could tell how that telephone conversation was going to end, because he was telling this woman on the line, was holding his head, how he loved her and how he hoped to marry her, and she wasn't listening to all of that, and she kept hanging on him. He kept hanging the phone on him, and he would call again and again. And I was reading a book and I was getting distracted because of his behavior, and not in a nasty way, because I was like, I know how it's going to end. It's going to be really, really hard. And he kept on going on. Please, you need to listen to me. I took you out. He had, according to what he was saying, he had taken the girlfriend to on holiday somewhere. I think they had flown somewhere, and when they came back, for some reason, reasons best known to her, she didn't want anything to do with him. But he was begging. This is what I call begging. He was begging her to love him, to make him feel good, to make him feel that he was worth it, to make him love himself. He was begging. He wanted to be told. He wanted to look at himself in the mirror and see that he was an important human being, a wonderful human being, but through the eyes of this woman. And eventually what happened? She just hung the phone and she just switched off the phone, and the guy kept there calling. Hello, are you there? Hello? Please. And he said, please. And then he looked down and held his head, and I could look at him. I was looking at him and I was like, young. I was like, I feel your pain, man. I feel your pain. But he's not alone. He's not alone. Because there are countless men who do that. Countless men who do that. They have decided that their love, that their peace, their joy, their confidence, their lives, their everything is not in their hands, but in the hands of someone else, in the hands of a woman. Right? So everything they do and everything they choose to do and they hope to do is literally revolves not around them, but revolves around the woman or women they love. And the results are always catastrophic. It always ends up in a massive disaster. So, what if, as a guy, you were to take yourself out on holiday? You're like, yeah, I want to go somewhere just to have fun by myself. I want to fly to this place. I want to drive to that place. I want to ride to a particular place. I want to walk to a particular place just to have fun, to build myself. Just because I'm worth it on my own. Because my joy, my peace, my love, my everything isn't in the hands of anyone else other than me. See, this is why Man Pedestal is here. Don't forget this. There's no one who should be on that pedestal other than you. And everything else should flow from that. Should flow from you. You're in charge. So you can take yourself out. You can put on some nice clothes for you. Not for anyone else. You can drive that sports car for you. You're doing that business, and you're in businesses doing stuff for you. Because you're worth it. It's your life. Don't give it away. Do not give it away. Just 2 days ago, I was watching a guy who is very, very, very rich in tears. I was like, and listen, I was watching this with a lady friend of mine, right? And we were watching this because she's a very, very close friend of mine, and we were watching this, and I was just shaking my head, and she looked at me and she just shook her head, and she was like, "Wow, this guy is like, he has one of the most, like, I don't know, the house is worth I don't know how many millions." But he was in tears. He was in tears because someone he loved, he gave his love to someone, but she did not reciprocate that love. She did not, according to him, she broke his heart. According to him, she broke him. Right? According to him, she took away, and he kept saying that he was hoping, as he was saying, I'm hoping that we'll be back together very, very soon. So every day he wakes up hoping that she'll call. And I think I've alluded to that before, one of my recordings, that there are men who do that. But why? Why do men do this? Because it's almost like it's taboo for us to have fun, or to enjoy ourselves, our lives on our own. Like we have to have a reason that justifies why we're happy. Oh, I'm happy because of this woman in my life. Yeah, I'm happy because of my kids. I'm happy because of my parents. I'm happy because of my job. Yeah, I feel that I'm worth because of, I'm worth it. I'm worth because of this and that. What about just because of me? Why? What's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. And actually, that's the basis for a wonderful life. As I keep saying to you, man, as I keep saying to myself as a man, listen, I'm not saying this because, oh, I've achieved it all, I'm this guy who knows everything. No. We are all in a process. We are all in that process. But I don't feel, especially, when we read, because we know this is statistically, right? The data is out there, and men, we kill ourselves. There are hundreds of men that kill themselves every day, all over the world, right? It's so when I read stories, when I read, like, you hear that someone did something to himself, or someone did this, some people, it ends there and they say, I'm so sorry this happened. one of the reasons that I started Man Pedestal is so that if I read what I read, that a man did this, a man did whatever, at least I have done my bit to encourage my fellow man. And my hope is that it will reach, literally, what I'm doing will reach millions and millions and millions of men all over the world. To know that it is okay for you to have fun by yourself. It's okay for you to accept you. That it's okay for you to take yourself out for lunch. Just go and chill out, man. Like, you can go to a nice restaurant, nice hotel. It's okay to take yourself you fly and you have a nice holiday somewhere. That you don't have to ask someone, how do I look? You don't have to wear whatever clothes or suits and stuff, and you want women to look at you and say, oh man, you look good. No, just look at. I had gone to get something at the shops. It's like a sports shop, right? Someplace, and there was a guy there with his wife or partner, and he was buying a helmet, a bike helmet thing, and and she kept this, because they were close to me, right? So in the same aisle, and she kept telling him how he looked. Oh, that's not it doesn't look good on you. It doesn't look good. You need to change it. And the guy would put it down and pick it up and say, how about this? Oh, no. Oh, that one looks. And then put it down and then the guy would be like, okay, what do you think of this? And all this time, I was getting worked up on the inside, not in a nasty way, but I wanted to go to the guy and say, yo, it's your head. The helmet is going on your head, right? It's you who's gonna be riding a bike with the helmet. You are the one who needs to go and check out the best helmet for you. There's a mirror there. There's several helmets here. You check. Try several and see how you look on whichever. But no, I was like, when are we going to do that? When are we going to? And I was like, this is happening right. It's next to me, and I wanted to nudge him and go like, yo man, what's up, dude? Just to take some of your helmet, and that's the mirror, and check and buy the helmet that you think that looks good on you. But no, eventually he picked the helmet that the partner said looked good on him. Oh, that looks really, really nice on you. Oh, really? Oh yeah, it does. And then I was like, oh my God, this is how we lose it. So there are guys who have these shoes not because they like the shoes or the suits or whatever, but because their partners tell them, oh, they look good. So if you buy whatever or a watch, the men left, right, and center, the watches they're wearing is not because they like the watch or whatever. No, they were picked for them by their partners. John, I think this will really look good on you. Oh yeah, thank you. No, you get a watch that you have chosen for you. You're surrounding yourself with the wrong energy. Am I saying you shouldn't appreciate what your partner or your wife thinks of you? No, that's not what I'm saying. But at the end of it all, you should have the final say about your life, on your life, and about the things that you want. Of course, if you're married, is the family life and the home or the house. It's more to do with your lady, with your wife. But it doesn't mean that you should not take care of yourself. It doesn't mean that. It doesn't mean that at all. That what I usually say, you become a yes man. Oh yes, okay, yes, yeah. I don't, I don't think that ish. Do you know even eating there are guys who you go to restaurants and their partners say they don't eat what they want to eat? It's crazy. I've been in restaurants with guys and like, oh, I think I'm gonna have and the female or lady friend or wife or partner says, oh yeah, we're gonna have this and that, and the guy's like, oh okay, yeah, let's have it. No problem. Yeah, let's have it. Yeah, let's have it. Drink. I'm gonna have. Oh yeah, let's have red. We're gonna have red wine. Yeah, let's just bring a bottle. Yeah. And the guy's like, oh, thanks. I was thinking about that too. Yeah, yeah. I'm like, no, you're not thinking about that. You're not a happy man because you're afraid of saying, of speaking out your mind. You're afraid. Your relationship is based on fear. Your relationship isn't a fountain flowing from you, because if it's a fountain flowing from you and it's from within, you won't have a problem. Say, no, this is what I like to have. And if they suggest something else, you'll be like, yeah, that's cool, but that's you. No, I want to have this. And I tell you what, that woman will respect you more. She'll be like, yeah, I'm dealing with someone who knows who they are. I'm dealing with 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 a guy who really loves himself or really takes good care of himself. Like, I work out like on a daily basis, right? And I do that for me. I work out for me. I don't. I do not. This is the thing. But women tell me, they're like, oh, you work out. You're really fit. Oh, that looks good on you. That looks good. And I'm like, thank you. Thank you. And it's just that I don't want to be nasty to say I know. I wouldn't go like, yeah, I know about it. You don't need to tell me that. I have to be polite, right? We as men, I will not encourage anyone to be nasty towards any woman or any man at any time, right? But the thing is, I know why I do it. But I know so many men who go out there, right, to look wherever or however they want to look for other people. So if they're not told that, oh, you look good, or you look, they feel like there's something that they're lacking something. No, you should work out for you. You should work out for you. You should go to the gym for you as a man. I want to feel good. I know it is a healthy thing to do for me. Right? If someone looks at me and they appreciate it, if there's a lady there, a woman, whatever, who looks at me and says, oh yeah, you love, thank you, whatever, you're like, oh thanks, thank you very much. Same with you, thank you. You're polite, right? But it's not the other way around, because if it's the other way around, if you're doing anything not because it's not coming from you, if you're doing that job because you want to please someone, it's going to be stressful for you every day, because that's a very negative energy that you're adding on yourself. Very, very negative, which shouldn't be the case, right? So it's something that you should do for you. I'm doing this job because I like doing what I'm doing. I'm in this profession because of me, right? Not because of anyone else. Not because of my parents. My parents wanted me to become this, so I'm doing this to please them. You're going to be stressed every day because it's not flowing from you. See, this is about liberation, freedom. Where does your joy, your love, your peace, your confidence, where does it come from? Is it outside of yourself? Right? Is it with someone else or in someone else? Is it a responsibility of someone else to bring all that to you, to make it real? Or do you make it real for you? Right? Do you make it real for you? Do you drive that vehicle because you want to drive it, or because you want to please someone else? Oh, she likes these types of cars, so this is what I need. She likes this kind of models, so this is what I'm gonna get. Yeah, cause she told me she likes, yeah, so you're busy stressing and going, oh my god, I hope I got it right. Because if it's not right, she might leave me. Really? How about driving what you drive because you like that particular model, you like that particular make? That's my make, this is my thing. I like it, I'm going for it. If she happens to like it, well and good. If she doesn't, I'm sorry, bye-bye. Hope, wish you all the best. But for me, I'm cool, man. I'm good. Yo, brothers, men, you're worth living for yourself. When do you hear that? You're worth living for yourself. Can you repeat that and say, I am worth living for me? I am important. I am great. I am worth loving me. I will love me. I am myself. I am great. Thing is, last week I went to the riverside, some place, and there was and it was so peaceful. And the very interesting thing is, I met some. There's several guys there, but I was the only guy alone. Most guys were with their friends. Most guys were with their friends, because it's strange. Like looks like it's strange going to this massive riverside. This massive river, and you're walking along the riverbed and stuff, and on your own. And I was like, this is amazing. This is cool. This is one of the coolest things to do, because I want to do it for me. I want to do it for me, right? I'm just going, just chilling. The ducks are by. There people are canoeing around. There other birds and other animals around. It's amazing, the sounds. The sounds, the water flowing, the peace, the ambience. It's amazing. It's amazing. And I was there for quite some time. I was there for, I think, an hour or something, just for me, chilling. Just for me, chilling. Just taking in, relaxing with nature and in nature, and just allowing that energy, that positive energy, to flow through me and around me. Right? And afterwards, I went home. Afterwards, I'm like, yeah, cool, nice. Time to go home. Right? Do you take yourself to a restaurant? Nice restaurant, you just go and ask, are you waiting for someone? You're like, if you wanna go crazy, like, yeah, I'm waiting for 3 guys. They're like, who are they? You can see one of them. The other 2, you cannot see them. Oh, okay. So who is? Yeah, I'm one of them, and the other 2 is myself, and I and myself, and the other one is me. It's a bit crazy, but this is what I'm saying. You can. It's not hard. Encouragement. It's not hard for you to be you, and for you to concentrate on yourself, and for you to really have what we call self-improvement. Like internalize that. Let that flow come from within. Let that love flow from within. So start taking yourself to places just for you. Start doing that. Start going to, and I tell you what, I tell men this. Just try it and see. Just try it. Go to the forest, and of course when it's safe. I'm not saying do not endanger your life in any way, but I'm saying try. Go to a museum on your own for 2-3 hours. Just go there and just just flow. Just go there. Go for an hour, whatever, and go to the restaurant downstairs, have some tea or some lunch again, go back, finish that tour, take yourself to wherever, go to the riverside, just to visit, just go walk along the riverbed, just relax, look at the water flowing, look at the fish, enjoy it, the wind, the breeze. Go to the seaside, chill out, eat the fresh fish if you eat fish, right? At the restaurant there, just chill out, have a nice time with you. Go to the library, read some books, get some books that you love, just for you. Build yourself, because you're important. Man Pedestal is here to remind men that we as men are important, right? And we don't suddenly become important or useful because, oh, he's in love now, he's a useful man. No. We are just by virtue of being men. That's enough. So guys, I wish you all the best. Wish you some wonderful, lovely, good times ahead, right? And answer that question, please. Whoever you are listening to this, wherever you are as a man, where does your love, your peace, your joy, your everything come from? If it comes from someone else, you need to rethink it, and you need to internalize that. You need to change that energy so that it starts coming from you. And the change is amazing. The change is amazing. It will be amazing change that will benefit you forever and ever. Like you just be going stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger. And I'm gonna end by saying this. As men, if you are really, really stressed or depressed, and you feel that things are not working out for you, and you've reached the end of yourself, the end of everything, please talk to someone. I always tell men this, that seeking for help isn't a sign of weakness, but it is a sign of strength. It's a sign that you've recognized that there is a problem. You're caught up in something, a situation, but there's also a remedy. And the remedy is always talking to someone. Call your best friend. If your friends are not around, knock at the neighbor's house and tell them, please, I need someone to talk to. If not, call the emergency number in your country, and please let someone hear you out, and they will. And there's always going to be someone who is ready to listen to you. We need you here. You need to be here with us, right? Don't feel that as if you're alone, or whatever you've gone or going through is more than you can bear. Whenever you talk to someone, you soon realize that, that wasn't like a big issue as I thought of. No. So remember this, because sometimes and many times men feel, I don't want to sound weak, I don't want to sound feminine if someone sees me crying or hear me crying. No, I can't do that. You can. It's not a sign, and it will never be a sign of weakness, but of strength. I wish you, as always, from Man Pedestal, wish all of you endless love and ending self-love. That is what I wish you. And thank you for listening. Bye-bye.